Sugar and Spice on 94.4 Spice FM.
So this came to me yesterday, my DM on Instagram. Hi, Auntie Yols. My husband and I have been married for 7 years. We have 2 children and we are also business partners. We have been doing well until I recently discovered that nothing we own is in both our names. He buys everything under his name only. Does this mean he does not trust me, or is he planning to have a future without me? Should I confront him or start doing the same on the side? Whoa. One, I don't know how to tell people what to do in their lives when it's an actual person. So that's the reason why I've always ogopat this kind of conversation, But this is a lot. This is a lot to unpack, right? This is someone you've been with for 7 years, so I'm assuming something is going right. That's why you guys have stayed with each other for that long. You have 2 children, so that already tells you that you guys have a future. You can't take away children, so you guys are stuck with each other for your entire lifetime, right? Whether you'll be together as a couple or whether you're going to co-parent, but as long as you have children, that means you guys cannot consciously uncouple. Yeah, you guys are, until the children are at least 18, 24 when they finish college. But this is so sad. This is so sad. I feel like this is a betrayal of trust. And sometimes people always imagine that the only thing that brings people or pulls people apart in relationships is infidelity. And I'm like, far from it just being a one, shot in the air kind of conversation. So this has so many things, because how are you going to trust this person again, even when you do have that conversation? And then another thing, I like to get to the root of things. Why does he feel the need to do that? There must be something that triggered him, or maybe unresolved trauma, maybe something he was carrying from a previous relationship, maybe his upbringing. Did you guys have a conversation on money from the onset? I keep saying there's things you have to have a conversation about from the jump. Like, hi, my name is Edwin. Let me use my producer today. Hi, my name is Edwin. Hi, my name is Susan. And after that, before you ask each other, your favorite color, babe, the next conversation has to be about money. Because money is such a sticky conversation. Money is so complicated. Yours, his, ours, and then it comes a lot from our upbringing, how we view money, right? How we view money, our opinions of money, how to make it, what to do with it, how to invest in it, how to grow it, we all have our different views. So it's always good to have a conversation so that you know that your views are in line, in tune with the other partners. So I just feel like this is a cause for alarm. I'm not even going to lie. And this is my personal opinion. I'm not a therapist, but I'm going to tell you, if my partner did that, I'd lose my mind. I would lose my, I would lose my, oh my God, I would lose my mind. Because why? Why? I feel like I understand why you feel he doesn't see a future in you, because we save for the future. We buy investments for the future. It would be different if he said he's going to put everything he's been buying, he's been putting in a trust for your children, for your 2 children. But this is someone who's purposely is keeping you away from your wealth as a couple, as a family. Maybe look at your ways. How do you handle money? Sometimes I'm like, before pointing fingers, just have a sit down and reflect. Sometimes it's really good. Tunasemanga in Kenya, we say kujitaka mkutano. Just think about it. Stop. Don't overreact first before you speak to him, because you are going to have to sit him down and have this conversation with him, right? But before that, just what do you think you do? What do you actively do to show him that he cannot trust you with money, that you cannot be trusted with the future of this family's, wealth? Because maybe you are a chick for turn up. Maybe you like to spend more than you make. Maybe but there's definitely a disconnect in that regard around the conversation, the money conversation between you two. But please sit him down. Please sit him down. This is probably not someone who's trying to cut you loose. Maybe he has another chick he wants to leave you for, he wants to fly solo or whatever. But maybe this is a fearful man who's like, hey, you princess nani nditonya. I cannot. I don't know how this woman, handles her money, but I don't want to be a part of it. I want to, because just allow me to play devil's advocate. This is a very hush conversation women like to tell each other. It's always good to hide some money, Cindy. Even you and your husband, even if you have a joint account, it's always, a smart woman hides money and puts things on in her name on the side for a rainy day. So maybe he comes from the same school of thought that he's trying to put things for a rainy day for y'all. Until he tells you with his, when you confront him, you'll kind of know why he's been doing this, because I don't feel like someone can lie to you to your face after you discover such an alarming, thing that someone has been doing, and recurrently, not just once. Like you're saying, he's been buying things, not one thing. So y'all better sit down. Ooh, thoughts and prayers, because survive tafadhali, because it's nice that you've asked this older me, because before I'd have just been like, karate chop that guy. In fact, don't tell him anything now. Wanafungua sawa, tunafungua sawa. So even you also buy your own things. But I'm not as volatile as I used to be when I was younger. Now I just want to get to the root of things and find out why, first and foremost. And then after that, you can decide how you're going to react to whatever he tells you. But calm down. If you need to speak to, a therapist, I'm team therapy. The therapy is very important. So, that's that's a lot. Ebu, the happily married folk, come here and you tell us how you guys talk about these things. Does everything that do you guys discuss everything that you buy? Property, your investments, and must it, like cast on stone? This is the law. Must it be, in both your names? Or you're not too sentimental about that? Kila mtu anaweza nunua vitu zake. It is okay as long as, it's one of you is benefiting. It's better than no one benefiting. Tell me. I want to know. This is not a family feud. This is disconnection, in my opinion. But I want to hear from you. How would you react if you found out that your spouse has been acquiring assets and leaving your name out of the ownership deeds? Talk to us at SpiceFM KE on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, send me a message via the short code 40127. Okay, playlist ilikuja before to me your message, so it's a turn up. I'm not celebrating anyone's misery, but let's talk. My husband and I have been married for 7 years. We have 2 children and we are also business partners. We have been doing well until I recently discovered that nothing we own is in both our names. He buys everything under his name only. Does this mean he does not trust me, or is he planning to have a future without me? Should I confront him or start doing the same on the side? Let me tell you something I've known about men. I know girls are always looking for how to ask a man for money. No, let me tell you something. You never need to ask a man for money. You never need to ask a man to invest in you. When he sees a future in you, trust me, a man will pull all the stops for you. When a man loves you, when he wants to, not when he's been trapped or he's been forced or he's been coerced or he has been manipulated into. Men are very generous people, but they have to feel that type of way for you. A man can sleep with you, even give you children, and never invest in you. And women need to know this. But there's a man who you don't even have to zah for him. You don't even have to have his child. But he wants to take care of you long term. And he is going to actively do that. So men don't need reminders. If he's not doing it, it's because he doesn't want to. That guy has not put anything. Your husband has not put anything in your name because he does not want to. It's the why he does not want to that you need to figure out. But there's no point in. I was just trying to handle you with kiddie gloves because I was like, no one's ever called me hi, Auntie Yols. Hi, Auntie Yols. Dear Yols. So I was like, but I just have to be myself. That dude, his actions, they speak louder than anything he can tell you. But just find out the reason. right? Before you jump the gun, before you overreact. It's good to underreact sometimes, especially when you have something so sensitive like the future of your family at stake. You have 2 children that you guys share. And I suppose before this discovery, this is someone you love and you have been with. You've invested 7 years. So give him a chance. Just listen to him. Hear him out first before you karate chop him. Yeah? But no karate chopping. Let's say karate chopping is just, giving him a piece of your mind before you go and cancel me. I see y'all. So let me read some of your comments here on X. Okay, there you go. Martin Okongo says, that's how we operate. We tend to have you by our side, making sure we guard ourselves on whatsoever will happen during the future. If we trust you guys fully, you let us down somewhere uko mbele. Really? So Martin is, justifying. He's saying this guy is just chungaing himself. He's looking out for number one. He's securing his future. Women do it all the time. So it takes one to know one. Mimi, I'll never hate the player. And game recognize game. I'm like, so many chicks aruko buying things. Mapuroti, chini ya maji. Uko kwa masako, you're in 7 tacos. You're just buying things. Your man doesn't know anything about it. You just want to, how much is the exchange rate? But you are a billionaire. You are a millionaire. A thousandaire. Your husband doesn't even have a clue. He thinks the money he gives you, you go buy balas. But one day when he achas you, he thinks you're going to suffer. You tell him, game, recognize game. You're rich, Mitch, right? But let me read some more messages. Steven says, things that happen when you assume you are partners. You see, the dudes are coming clean, but they're being very open. Things that happen when you assume your partners. What was the initial decision on investing joint ownership or assuming it's family investment? Just have a business proposal that as business partners, you check financial health of the business and check his reaction. Have you had that? I hope you're listening. This is their advice, and these are men, right? The Witcher says, wow. With very many O's. Wow. Lesson well learned. My God. Okay. That's all you're saying. Mike Mwangi says, my only question is, did they agree on whose name should be on their properties? I told you. From the jump, did you have that discussion that many of you don't want to have? You want to, he's 6'1", he's dark, he's handsome, and akona kakitu. But have you had the conversation about his money and what he plans to do with it, and what, how you guys are going to bring synergy and harmony in that money discussion together? Your money, his money. Are you putting it in one pot? Do you guys have separate identities when it comes to the financial conversation? When you do buy property, whose name is it going to be in? You need to have those conversations. You need to. Ama utakuwa tu hapa kwa unaandikia hi auntie kwa radio station, which there's no harm in that. It's good to have these conversations. Sarah Sash says, it's giving Wakavinye. The way she's in court lamenting how the comedian put his mom's name on all the property they acquired together. Oh, God. So, what? Your mom? His mom's name? But isn't that the chick who chat, allegedly? Allegedly. I ain't got no money. Okay? I allegedly cheated. Right? I know nothing. But yeah, what? Why are you dropping that bombshell, Sarah, on me like that on air? What? His mom's name. Okay, it's his mom, but still. What? Marriage can be the ghetto out here sometimes. Oh yeah, another message. Where was she when the partner was formalizing the purchases? Mzee akienda kununua shamba, baby. It's the sass in the tweet. Carry your brain and do the rich auntie walk and follow him there. Was she absent when that class was in session? Ama, Sarah, let me tell you, people can hide an entire family. You think he's going to tell you, I'm going to buy property under my own name? Of course, they don't make the announcements. So I kind of understand how you can't be with someone all the time. So it's, oh my God. This is, okay, let's check out Facebook. I'll read some messages from there as well. Today's show, Patani show, gosh. You're even traumatizing me myself. And then you need to see my producer's face. Game face. He's a card poker face. I don't even know whether he's happy or mad at me at the moment. Edu ni nini usemi kitu leo? Okay, let me read some more messages from Facebook. K. Patrick says, amekufunga na mali. City Market locked. What? Okay, Cheptogol. Gilbert Kiplimo says, Nikondani from Iten Town. Thank you. Babawanda says, no kikikuramba J. I don't support that. Yeah. Okay, women do it all the time. Women do it all the time. So what's the harm when a man does it? I'm not justifying what he's doing, and I'm not for it. I'm just saying women do this all the time. That's why you can notice most of the comments are from men today. Only Sarah Sasha has commented as a woman. Women are just up because this is normally your story. John Bizagan Ekimwere says, perhaps she's not been engaging him or contributing to generate the wealth they own together. Who knows? The why is what we're all questioning. But Bawanda, what about you ladies? Remember this lady saying, pesa ya mzee ni yetu sote, na yenyu ni yenyu. Peke yenyu. So if you're just tuning in, let me get you up to speed. So we got this message from one of you. My husband and I have been married for 7 years. We have 2 children and we are also business partners. We have been doing well until I recently discovered that nothing we own is in both our names. He buys everything under his name only. Does this mean he does not trust me, or is he planning to have a future without me? Should I confront him or start doing the same on the side? Yani, I've just picked your brains as men, and I'm almost just saying, one good turn deserves another. I'm almost saying that. But I want to let's listen to some of your comments together, and then we can all react at the same time. The conversation continues on the socials at SpiceFM KE via the short code 40127. You can call me live in the studio if you want to tell me something at SpiceFM KE. The phone line is 0719012600. Hold on, let me read something real quick. Hey, Yolanda, please play for me any song by Diddy and Mace. Together, I really loved their chemistry back then with their shiny clothes. And all. I'm Anthony from Kisumu, enjoying the show. Thank you so much. Spicy Yusuf says, front and center, that man ni jambazi, hakuna story ya talking. Prayer or therapy, the lady should sue his toot. Spicy Yusuf. Okay, I hear you. And then Lorna from Shanzu is in the house, wants to listen to Loneliness by Babyface. I feel like we are just going to go that route of sad songs now, since someone done shot our plane in the air.
Yes, I would see the issue of my significant other maybe registering everything under his own name instead of our name. So yeah, it's a red flag for me and definitely a deal breaker. And also, on the side note, if he's maybe well off enough to acquire properties, then I think you should also be following suit and also acquire yours on the side without him knowing. Just a punchline. So yeah, it's a deal breaker for me.
Everyone should have their own assets in their own name because it's actually a reasonable baseline. Like, it's less about mistrust and more about financial independence and security. If everything is only in your husband's name, it can leave you exposed if something changes, whether that is relationship issues, debt, or even unexpected events.
For me, actually, it's a red flag because if we started this together, it was meant to be us. What changed along the way? It's a red flag that won't turn green.
Yes, it is a red flag because him being my partner, it means we have to have the assets in both of our names. First of all, for security, I need to know that I'm secured from any mishaps in the future if they ever happen, maybe if we get divorced or if one of us dies. In this case, if he dies, I know that my family, the family that we've grown together, will be safe.
I would say, I think it's a red flag for me if all the assets that I acquire with my partner or husband are only in his name and not in our name. In an ideal situation, I would choose either the assets be in our kids' names so that we are all secure. In case anything happens to the two of us, our kids are safe and they are well taken care of in an instance where we would be indisposed and unable to take care of them. So yeah, it's a red flag for me.
Well, personally, I think it is a red flag. Like, why are we buying assets together and then you're putting it peke yako? It is a red flag and it is very creepy.
Absolutely a red flag because we started a business together. We should be able to both enjoy the benefits of that business. So if all our properties, all our assets are just in your name, then that means there's no honesty in this marriage. So yes, it is a red flag.
Sugar and Spice on 94.4. Spice FM.